Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the Joyetech Delta II from Cigabuy. Cigabuy provided this Joyetech Delta II for my review. So how much can you get it for? Well, at Cigabuy you could get it for $27.20, and I will be providing the link below in the description box. So anyway, getting to the Delta II, this is an amazing, did I say an amazing tank. First of all, it looks really cool, all stainless steel, looking pretty. But its claim to fame is it has a, let's see, a liquid valve control. They call it their LVC. So what this enables you to do, besides the normal air control that you're finding on a lot of tanks today, is you could control how much juice the atomizer gets. The atomizer actually has a little thing you turn, and we're going to be seeing this in a minute, on, you know, right there on the atomizer, where you could choose how much juice it's getting. So really, really cool, and I think it deserves a close look. Let's take a look at what we get in the box. By the way, this is an authentic Delta II, so this is not a clone that you're getting from Cigabuy. The warranty card, the user's manual, you get the tank, and you get an extra atomizer. Now this uses pre-built atomizers, but you can also buy a rebuildable atomizer where you could build your own coils, and those are sold separately. But we're just going to take a look at this particular kit that has the already built, you know, pre-made ones. So really ideal for somebody who is getting into vaping and just getting into sub-ohm stuff but is not ready to rebuild, and then when they progress and get more advanced, and they could go ahead and buy the rebuildable atomizer and try their hand at that. So let's take a look at the whole liquid control feature that you get here. As you can see, there are little holes right here where the wicking material will pull the juice up to the atomizer. Now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here and see if you could sort of look inside that coil. You could actually see the coil in there, way down in there, and you have wicking material, and yeah, there is a screen on top of it. So, you know, when you start using this tank, it's a good idea, and we'll go ahead and do it to sort of prime, sort of pre-juice everything up before you close everything up. So let's see how the juice control works. You just turn this knob and you can control whether it's a little bit or a lot. That's simple. And it has how many holes? 1, 2, 3. So you have 3 windows for juice to go in, and you can control how that goes. So I'm going to open this wide open, just like that. And that's how I'm going to set it up. Let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look inside. Well, actually, let's look at the outside. All stainless steel construction. Very, very nice, sharp looking. You got a nice 510 tip. It's getting away from me, and you can see that it has a Delrin insulator right there, so it keeps the heat from transmitting from the tank to your mouth on the tip. So that's good that it has that. It looks like it has 2 gaskets right there. So they give you 2 gaskets, so it holds it nice and tight. You can see how tight that holds it right there. It's a nice tight fit, not going anywhere. I'll set that aside, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the air control. So not only do you get juice control, but you get air control. You can see how that opens and closes right there. And how many air holes do you have? You have 1 on each side. 1 there, 1 there. They open and close equally. You have a 510 threaded post there. Nothing that's adjustable or anything, but it does. I like when that post is nice and flat and sticks out like that, because there are a lot of mods that are very touchy. So real nice tip there. Let's go ahead and open this up. And look at that atomizer. It's huge. And you can see that it's already wide open right there, but if you want to remove it, you grab it from up here and you just twist it off, and then you could replace the atomizer with another pre-built, or you could get the rebuildable. That's optional. Just like that. I can see a little silicone gasket right there. Really nice setup. The tank. You can see a big giant hole there. And when you put juice in here, you don't want to put it down the center. You want to get it into those edges right there. So the best thing to do is sort of tip it and juice it right there and just let it flow down in there. But one thing I noticed is that even though this tank is a little bit large, once this atomizer is in there, it actually is a pretty small chamber, so the taste should be pretty good even though it's a large tank. So, you know, I need to see in my notes if I have how many milliliters of juice this thing could hold. Just looked it up on the interweb. This holds 3.5 milliliters of juice. Sorry about that, I was not prepared. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. Now I have here some asteroid vapor, and this is called Galaxy. I've had it for quite a while, so it'd be nice and fun to see what that tastes like. I think I've already reviewed it, and I had it in my bucket of stuff that I liked, so I think I'm going to like it. So while I'm filling this up, by the way, these atomizers here, they're sub-ohm. This is a sub-ohm style tank, and it has a 0.5 ohm atomizer heads. But of course, if you get the rebuildable atomizer head, you can build whatever you want. But I would sort of stay in that range. Now I noticed that they do include some warnings for folks to make sure that they are using a battery that's appropriate for a sub-ohm device, because it can get dangerous if you're using a battery that cannot provide the amperage needed. So I want everybody to vape safely. I don't want to read something in the news about someone blowing their hand off. And Joyetech did responsibly put warnings saying make sure you use a safe battery. Alright, you can see how much juice is going into this thing, and you can see how I'm putting that in, because it is a little difficult. Okay, I think I'm getting pretty close to being full. I think I could squeeze a little bit more in there. How about we do that? Now, what did I say? We need to prime the coil head. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go to... I can't talk. I never could talk. I'm going to go ahead and put a little juice on each of these holes here. If I could get any in there. I'm probably going to get it all over the place, because that's what I do. And we'll go ahead and put a little here in the head. Go ahead and get everything primed up, because you don't want to get a dry hit on this, especially on a sub-ohm. You could burn this coil, this atomizer, up if you dry hit it. So if you stick this in and don't give it time to soak up the juice and don't prime it, you're going to dry hit it, and then you're going to burn the wicking material, and then it's always going to taste like crap. So just heed my warning, please. Go ahead and put that together. So they do state the wattage that you should set this to, and I think it says on the coil, maybe? Yes, it says use between 20 and 45 watts. It says it on the atomizer head, on the coil there, and it also says that it is a 5 ohm coil, and you get 2 of them in this kit. Alright, so we got that all together. I'm going to open up the air wide. So we got the juice wide open. We have the airflow wide open. Now, here's my criticism, because I'm not going to do pros and cons after this. But my one criticism is that even though you have 3 windows with 3 slots to see the juice, it's still hard to see how much juice you have in there. It's still kind of hard, but you know, the design makes it look really, really nice. So, you know, one without the other, I don't know. Alright, very tight tip there. We got it in. And I'm going to put it on my Clopper T8, which I also got at Cigabuy. And we'll go ahead and pop that on there. Now, what did I say? This goes between 20 and 45, so I think I'm going to set my wattage to something squarely in between. Okay, on my Clopper T8, I have it set to 32.5 watts, so the voltage is coming out to 4.2 volts, and it's saying that the resistance is 0.55. Now, I like that I chose a wattage, just happened to choose one that comes out to a voltage of 4.2. So this should be the same vaping experience as putting this device on a mech mod with a fresh battery. So this is what you would expect, or should expect. Everything's wide open. Everything had time to seep in there, and we did prime everything. Yes. Oh, wow. You know, I bet you I could do that tornado thing. There's a little tornado thing going on. Wow. This is putting out more vapor than any other sub-ohm tank initially. It's pretty amazing. Very, very good. And the flavor's good too. It's coming through. You know, it's not flavor like from an RDA, but for a tank, it's pretty good. I definitely recommend this. This is a really nice and very good looking. You know, if you have, you know, I like that it's not big. Like, I know the Kanger, their sub-tanks, you know, they had the big ones, and at least that's the one that I got to review. And, of course, it doesn't look good on anything other than a, you know, a bigger device. Now, I do know they came out with the smaller ones, but as far as looks are concerned, I really like the looks of this. So if you have like a mech mod that's all silver, and you just want to sort of almost make it look like a hybrid, because it would look like just one solid piece. What is this? This is the Magneto. The Magneto, which I think I might actually have a battery in there. So that's all silver looking. Let's see if I have a battery in here. So look at that. I do not have a battery in it, but just wanted to give you an idea what it looked like on a matching stainless steel mech mod. Looks really nice. Now this one's all closed up, so you know, if we extend it to something for a 18650, we're probably looking at something that's going to end up, you know, long. Whoops, I went too far. We're probably looking at something about that size right there, because the height. This is tall. So man, I really like this a lot. You know, before we go, we got to do one more vape. Now, I don't know if this is the case with this one. You know what? I'm going to pull this off because I want to see something, because I know with some of the Joyetech, when you unscrew, sometimes the atomizer needs to be re-screwed. Nope, that one's tight. So, because I know there's some devices when you open up the tank, the atomizer will sort of loosen up. This one did not, so that's really, really good. I am vaping zero nicotine, folks, for those of you who want to know. Okay, so go ahead and put this on. Drip tip, very tight. I'll show you how tight. I'm holding this by the drip tip. That's how tight. That laugh means that I am just tickled to death. I love this. Alright, I recommend it. You should rush over to Cigabuy right now and buy this because it's freaking awesome. They got a good price. Again, description box below. How much is it? I think I had said how much it is, but we'll go ahead and go over that one more time. You can get it for $27.20 and shipping anywhere between $2.62 all the way to $17.38 if you pick EMS. $2.62 for non-registered, and $4.99 for registered mail. So highly recommend it. I noticed that as far as pricing is concerned, it is down there with the lowest prices on the internet, and Cigabuy does a good job of getting stuff to you quick. So highly recommend it. Alright, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate every fan, viewer, subscriber, especially you, and I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.